Hi everyone, this is the last lecture of the colorimetry, and in this lecture we are going to discuss the problems or numerical of the colorimetry. So let us consider the first problem, that is a calculate the wave number and frequency associated with the radiation having the wavelength 550 millimicron. So here the wavelength is given, that is the lambda is equal to 550 millimicron, and all of you know that 1 millimicron is equal to 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. That's why here the lambda is equal to 515 into 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. This is the wavelength, and here the wave number, it is a nu bar. So nu bar is equal to 1 upon lambda. Just substitute in the value of the lambda, we can calculate the wave number, and final answer is 19417 centimeter inverse. So this is the value of the wave number. Then here we have to also calculate the frequency. So here the frequency nu is equal to c upon lambda, where c is the velocity of the light. Its value is 3 into 10 raised to 10 centimeter a second, and the lambda is 550 into 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. And here when we solve this, we will get the frequency, and it is a 5.825 into 10 raised to 14 per second. This is the first problem. Then let us consider the second problem. Calculate the energy of the photon of the wavelength 550 nanometer. So again here the wavelength is given, and its value is 550 nanometer, and here we have to find out the energy of the photon. So energy of the photon, it is given by the equation E is equal to h nu, where h is the Planck constant, nu is the frequency, and nu is equal to c upon lambda. So here finally E is equal to h into c divided by lambda. So value of the Planck constant is 6.62 into 10 raised to minus 27 second. No doubt C 3 into 10 raised to 10 centimeter per second. Lambda is equal to 550 nanometer, and here 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. That's why lambda is equal to 550 into 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. Substituting all this value in the formula, E is equal to SC divided by lambda. So here when we solve this, finally the value of the energy, it is a 3.610 into 10 raised to minus 12 ergs. This is the second problem. So next, third one, that is a calculate the molar absorptivity of a solution containing 4.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 molar of a of a substance if percentage transmittance in a 1 centimeter cell at 500 nanometer, it is a 62%. That is a here we have to find out the molar absorptivity, and here the concentration is given as well as the percentage transmittance is given, and percentage transmittance, it is a 62%. That means the transmittance is equal to 0.62. So here as per formula, A is equal to minus log of t. This is the definition of the absorbance. A is equal to minus log of t. Substituting the value of the t here is equal to minus log of 0.62, and here when we solve this, the answer is 0.2076. This is the absorbance. And here as per Lambert's combined law, that is the Lambert's and the Beer's law, we have the equation A is equal to epsilon into B into C, and this equation can be rearranged, that is epsilon is equal to A divided by B into C. Substituting the value of the A, B, C here in this formula, here we can calculate the molar absorptivity. So here the value is 4.613 into 10 raised to 3 liter per mole per centimeter. So this is the value of the molar absorptivity. Then here the next problem, a solution of the vitamin D2 shows 80% transmittance at the wavelength 264 nanometer. Express the measurement in terms of the absorbance unit. That is, the transmittance of the solution is given, and we have to express this absorbance in terms of the, we have to express this transmittance in terms of the absorbance unit. So here percentage transmittance is equal to T into 100. So here the percentage transmittance is given, that is the 80%. So 80 is equal to 2 T multiplied by 100, that is the T is equal to 80 divided by 100, that is the transmittance is equal to 0.8. So here as per definition, A is equal to minus log of T. Just by substituting the value of the T here, we can find out the value of the A. So minus log of 0.18, 0.8, the absorbance is 0.0969. This is the value of the absorbance. Then here the fifth problem, that is a solution of a KMnO4 shows 0.8 absorbance at wavelength 540 nanometer. Express the measurement in terms of the transmittance unit. So here the absorbance is given, and here we have to express the absorbance in terms of the transmittance. So here A is equal to minus log of T, that is absorbance is given, that is a 0.8. So, 0.8 is equal to minus log of t. So, here the minus 0.8 is equal to log of t, that is a t is equal to anti-log of minus 0.8, and final answer t is equal to 0.1585. In terms of the percentage, it is a just multiply by 100, it is a 15.85% transmittance. Then let us consider the next problem, that is in the problem number 6. Here the 0.01 molar solution of colored substance absorb 90% of the incident radiation. So, here the 90% radiation is absorbed by the colored solution of 0.01 molar solution, and here if the path length of the cell is 1.5 centimeter, calculate the molar absorptivity of the substance. So, here there is absorption of 90%, therefore, the transmittance it is a 10%, that means here percentage transmittance is equal to 2 into 100, that is a 10 is equal to t multiplied by 100, because here the 90% light is absorbed, that means the transmittance is 10%. So, here the t is equal to 0.1, and here a is equal to minus log of t, that is the minus log of 0.1, the answer is 1. So, absorbance of the solution is 1. Then from the Beer's law, A is equal to epsilon into B into C. So, here as per this A is equal to 1, then here we have to find out the molar absorptivity. B is given in the problem, it is 1.5, as well as the concentration is also given, it is a 0.01 molar. So, here C is equal to 0.01 molar. So, here as per A is equal to epsilon into B into C. So, when we substitute all the values in this formula, here we will get the value of the molar absorptivity, and its answer or the value is 66.6 liter per mole per centimeter. Then here the next problem, when a 0.05 molar solution is placed in 4 centimeter path length cell, shows an absorbance 0.25. So, what will be the absorbance of the solution if it is placed in the 1 centimeter path length cell? So, here this problem is the two-step problem. In the first step, here the concentration is given, path length is given, as well as the absorbance is given. In the first step, here we have to calculate the molar absorptivity. This is the step number 1. Then here the solution is same, and then there is only change in the path length. So, here the solution is same, that means the molar absorptivity value is the same. So, here in the second step, here we have to find out the absorbance. So, let us consider one by one step. So, again A is equal to epsilon into B into C, A is equal to 0.25, B is equal to 4, C is equal to 0.05. So, substituting all the value in this equation, here we can calculate the molar absorptivity, and its value is 12.5 liter per mole per centimeter. Then here when the path length B is equal to 1, no doubt the concentration is same, that is a 0.005 molar, and here the same solution is used, that is why the molar absorptivity is also same, it is a 12.5 liter per mole per centimeter. From that we can calculate the absorbance, that is the A is equal to epsilon into B into C, substituting the value of the epsilon, B and C. So, here 12.5 into 1 into 0.005, and the final value or the final answer, that is the final absorbance is 0.0625. The solution shows absorbance 0.0625 when the path length is 1 centimeter. Then let us consider the problem number 8. So, here a solution of the potassium dichromate of concentration 2.8 into 10 raised to minus 5 molar shows an absorbance of 1.1 at its wavelength of maximum absorption. Calculate the concentration of the unknown potassium dichromate solution, which shows an absorbance of 0.81 in the same cuvette. Again friends, this is the two-step problem. In the first step problem, here the concentration of the potassium dichromate is given, it is a 2.8 into 10 raised to minus 5 molar, as well as here the value of the absorbance is also given, it is a 1.1. So, again here let us consider the equation, that is A is equal to epsilon into B into C. So, here the known concentration, for the known concentration equation can be written as, that is A1 is equal to epsilon into B into C1. So, here for the unknown concentration, the equation is written as A2 is equal to epsilon into B into C2. So, here in the first step, that is the unknown here the concentration is given, that is a 2.8 into 10 raised to minus 5, and here the absorbance is also given 1.1, and in the second point, here we have to calculate the concentration of the unknown potassium dichromate solution, and here the absorbance given, that is a 0.81. But here what is important, in both the case first and case second, here the same cuvettes are used. So, here as per this equation, molar absorptivity remain constant for the given system, because here in the both the cases, that is number 1 and number 2, potassium dichromate solution is used. That's why the molar absorptivity is remain constant, and here the path length also remain constant. So here this equation can be written as A1 is equal to C1, and this can be written as A2 is equal to C2. By dividing this first equation by the second equation, here we can write A1 divided by A2 is equal to C1 divided by C2, and substituting the value of the A1, A2 and C1, here we can calculate the C2, and here finally the C2 is equal to 2.06 into 10 raised to minus 5. So here unknown concentration of the potassium dichromate solution is 2.06 into 10 raised to minus 5. So let us consider the same problem. That is a 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 4 molar solution of aniline water has absorbance 0.544 at 280 nanometer when measured in 1 centimeter cell. This is the case number 1. Then here find the transmittance of 1.26 into 10 raised to minus 4 molar aniline solution in the water measured at the same wavelength but in the 1.5 centimeter cell. So here again, according to the Beer's law, for the given system, A1 is equal to epsilon B into C1 and A2 is equal to epsilon B into C2. So here in this equation, that is both the solutions are same. That's why here the molar absorptivity it is a constant, and here the equation can be written as A1 divided by A2 is equal to B1 into C1 divided by B2 into C2. Substituting all this value, that is a 0.544 divided by A2 is equal to 1 into 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 1.5 into 1.23 into 10 raised to minus 4, and finally here we get the A2 is equal to 0.295, and here A is equal to minus log of T. So here 0.295 is equal to minus log of T. So here the log of T is equal to minus 0.295, and here the transmittance value of the T, it is equal to 0.507. So here we can say that transmittance of 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 molar aniline solution in the 1.5 centimeter cell, its value is 0.507. And here the problem number 10. The molar absorptivity of a particular solute is 2.1 into 10 raised to minus 3. That is the epsilon value is given, that is and it is a 2.1 into 10 raised to 3. Calculate the transmittance through the cuvette with 4 centimeter light path having the concentration 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 6. Again here this is a two-step problem. In the first step, here we have to find out the absorbance, and in the second step, from the absorbance, here we have to find out the transmittance. So here according to the Beer's law, A is equal to epsilon into B into C. Substituting the value of the epsilon, that is a 2.1 into 10 raised to minus 3. This is a 2.1 into 10 raised to minus 3, and here the path length is 4 centimeter, and the concentration is given, it is a 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 6. When we substitute all the values, here we will get the value of the absorbance, and it is a 0.021. Then here from the absorbance value, we can calculate the transmittance by using the formula A is equal to minus log of T. So here 0.021 is equal to minus log of T. So here the T is equal to 0.9530. So here the transmittance of the solution is 0.9530. Then let us consider the problem number 11. A solution of the potassium permanganate of the concentration 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 5 molar shows an absorbance 0.55 at 540 nanometer, and when placed in the cuvette 1 centimeter path length. Calculate the concentration of the unknown KMnO4 solution showing an absorbance 0.81 in the same cuvette. So here again, as per Beer's law or the combined law, here capital A is equal to epsilon into B into C. So here again we can write the two equation for the known concentration and for the unknown concentration. So for the known concentration, A1 is equal to epsilon into B into C1. For the unknown concentration, A2 is equal to epsilon into B into C2. When the molar absorptivity, that is epsilon, remain constant for the given system of the KMnO4, and here the path length B remain the same. So here in these two cases, this epsilon's value is constant, as well as the value of the path length is also constant. And here when we divide by equation 1 by 2, here we can write A1 divided by A2 is equal to C1 divided by C2. So here A1 is equal to 0.55, C1 is equal to 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 5, A2 is equal to 0.81, and here we have to find out the C2, that is the unknown concentration. So substituting all the values in this formula, here the C2 is equal to 21.4 into 10 raised to minus 5 divided by 0.55 multiplied by 0.81, and the final answer is C2 is equal to 2.062 into 10 raised to minus 5 molar. So here unknown concentration of the potassium permanganate solution, it is a 2.062 into 10 raised to minus 5 molar. So here next problem, that is a problem number 12. A solution of the concentration 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 molar is placed in the 3 centimeter path length cell, shows an absorptivity 0.6. What will be the absorbance of the solution if it is placed in the 2 centimeter path length cell? Again, this problem is the two-step problem. In the first step, that is the concentration is given, then path length is also given, and here the absorptivity it is given. Then from the Beer's law, A is equal to epsilon into B into C. So A is equal to 0.6, then P is equal to 3 centimeter, epsilon here we have to calculate epsilon, and C is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 molar. So here epsilon is equal to 0.6 divided by 3 into 1 into 10 raised to minus 2, and the final answer is 0.20 into 10 raised to 2, that is equal to 20. So here this is the molar absorptivity. Then here in the second step, when B is equal to 2 centimeter, we have to find out the absorbance. So here the molar absorptivity, it is a 20, B is equal to 2 centimeter, C the same concentration, that is a 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 molar, and here A is equal to 20 multiplied by 2 into 1 into 10 raised to minus 2, and finally the absorbance value is 0.40. So therefore here we can say that the solution will show the absorbance 0.40 when the path length is 2 centimeter. And here the next problem, the molar absorptivity of a particular solute is 2.1 into 10 raised to 4. Calculate the transmittance through a cuvette with 5 centimeter light path length for 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 molar solution. Again here from the Beer's law, here A is equal to epsilon into B into C. So here we have to find out the absorbance. The path length is given, path length is 5 centimeter, and here the molar absorptivity, its value is also given, it is a 2.1 into 10 raised to 4. The concentration is given, it is a 2 into 10 raised to minus 6. Substituting all these values in this formula, here we can calculate the A. So here A is equal to 2.1 into 10 raised to 4 multiplied by 5 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 is equal to 0.210. So absorbance is equal to 0.210. Then here A is equal to log of 1 by T. So here we have to calculate the transmittance, and that's why here A is equal to log of 1 by T, and that means 0.210 is equal to log of 1 upon T. So 1 upon T is equal to 1.622, and here the T is equal to 0.617. So here friends, these are the some numericals or some problems which are related to the colorimetry. So thank you.